Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Hollywood Animal, and last we left off, we had hit a little bug for the second time, where our movie went into production and then just paused for no apparent reason, and we just have to cancel it. I did go and check the actors involved. Unlike last time, do not seem to be in stuck with a perpetual bit in their filmography, a perpetual line in their filmography saying that they're working on something which is not in production, which is maybe an indicator of good things, because maybe they aren't broken this time. We also had oh, I didn't realize that Z does the same thing as clicking in the middle mouse. We also had this happen. The creator of the Bone Grinder, we found some lead onto him, but to go visit him, we'd have to send in a couple of strong agents, which we just don't have, and we have no capability of getting them to that rank, to that level, because if we go, not you, security also is over here. If we go to agent training, this takes 120 days to train one level. Even we're already down to 90 days on this ticker. Even if we were to have trained, we don't have anyone at level 4. We had no one at level 4. These are hireable agents. We have no one at level 4 that we could have trained. So, I mean, I'm gonna throw Keith in here anyways. Maybe we should have some better agents. In any case, I think we just want to start time ticking along again. I am being paused by Milton here, not accomplishing what he set out to do. Let's see, ideas. We have a historical, hopeless romantic in Victorian England. Joe Sullivan, you're our historical writer. We have a detective story in the Wild West with a wayward soul. I'm gonna save that for one of our other writers here, and everyone else, go back to fishing. Or we weren't leaving, we weren't leaving a Rise Again is our trash film, our trash series that we're working on. So it's in pre-production. We will definitely have a writer come out. We got a wizard. Let us see if that's a trash element we can use. We have, funnily enough, a wizard war, which requires an evil witch and a jousting tournament, but not a wizard, even though it's a wizard war. So that's fun. Let's... this is a detective story, you're a detective writer, let's give it to you. Makes sense. World War II Africa, we get this for free. Arise Again, you're ready. I don't know how many days I wasted there, but you're ready to go into production. Prince Quinn, our pre-production guy. Learn a little more. Everything's better than the script because the scripts are terrible. So we start production We tick on all of these. If I said 7 days, I mean, you could film this in 11 days. It's unlikely. I'm going to keep you at 5 days. It's unlikely that we'll be able to get our improvements. It's unlikely we'll be able to squeeze in 6. Yeah, I did not realize that was going to only take you 11 days. Although we have someone ready to write. You want to write? Sure. You're still asking pennies. Arise from the sludge. Girls, young girls did not like this. This did not apply. This did not appeal to young girls. In fact, like, they just plummeted in retention. Young men, sure. Women, yeah. And men in general, yeah. Young women, less so. Do I hear that sound that was bothering me? I don't. Howard Globe has an age mismatch, so heartless bureaucrats probably should be 40 plus, maybe 45 plus. I'm not quite sure. Script department, writers can write twice as fast. Okay, now is the time to push. Now is the time for us to spew out trash at a prodigious rate. I think I'm going to go with the 10 story elements so that our good movies can actually be, you know, really good, top of the line, best of the best. It's going to take quite a while. And you're actually likely to get a boost in the meantime. Can I find something that's like story ideas last a new story element every 6 months is probably my best. Oh, additional XP per release? Yeah, this is only a few months. Distant organ sound. I'm willing to bet that the person who wrote this title, they wish that they could just have like a note or something, like musical notes as the title, with like some indicator of that it's an organ, or maybe like just a picture of an organ. Terry, what is this title? Arthurian legends with a lovable rogue. And you know what? Let's start this one. Cinematographer. This is not to me to be someone great. Thomas. You're a versatile cinematographer. Castle and the surroundings are, I mean, you're not saving many days by having it shot on a soundstage. So we'll have most of it shot on a soundstage purely for speed. And then the rest, the castle, you can go actually shoot on that on a castle. For the filming tech, we want the blue term vivid. For our sound tech, we go with the frame tone pure until this gets until the film sound gets improved. Extras, props, crew. Go ahead and spend as much as you want on that. For our producer, again, this is a medium film. Joe Warren, why don't you take one of the producer's slots? I don't know why I'm failing to grab this. Kevin Foley, you're not working on anything. You're not going to learn from this, but... Anthony Campbell, you can take this. For our lovable rogue, let us say... what would it take to hire someone? If I check you, are you still listed... You're no longer listed as randomly working on something. And I saw on our list, Tata Igawa. I saw Igawa on this list. And, so I'm actually thinking maybe we hire Peter Holland back. 3-year contract. If we give you the works, how much money are you going to want? Nearly $1 million. It's been quite a while since you've worked, but you're still only 37. And you are an amazing actor. 9.5 stars and a superstar. I'm surprised no one picked you up. Forrest Jenkins. If I said I wanted to hire you for 3 movies, you're gonna want $2 million. If I took off all these extras, I want just a little bit more money. I'm not going to pay you the extras while you're on a per movie contract. Just in case I forget about you. If I said 2 movies, how much would you ask for? We're not saving much by asking 2 movies. You're asking for less than $1 million for your 3rd movie. It's a deal to take the 3rd movie now. And what I'm gonna do, Forrest Jenkins, you're gonna be on this movie here. Our tribal chief. We want someone in the older categories. I don't want to give this as Tatsuya's first role here. Looking for someone mid-40s or older. See Arthur Gray there. As a solid choice. Again, mid-40s or older, that's what I'm looking for. Scanning one by one and seeing nothing. Also, apparently we can't sort by age. I just looked up to see if we could, and I don't see it. And now we're in some really bad actors. Okay, Arthur Gray. You're asking $2.5 million for a 3-year contract. Sure. Come on. There we go. And then for a right hand, I'm not able to. There we go. Let's throw Pauline at this. This movie can start. And I'm going to start a second project here. Maybe even a third one. So we have so many people sitting around. I think I can push anything I want through the Film Alliance. So let's try this Unreliable Contractor, which is a great war film. If I was to say put the battlefield on a soundstage, that might be a good choice. The country lanes, town street. Yeah. I mean, what happens in terms of... We're looking at 200 days. Oh, the bank actually would be better on a soundstage. I mean, we can shave most of a month off filming, and you're not significantly better on location. So yeah, let's just use Soundstage 7. Film the entire thing. Yeah. I'm hesitating, but it's what we're gonna do. The Pluterm Vivid for the sound technology, frame tone pure. You can spend as much as you want on costumes and crew. Billy, you're one of the producers on this. Sydney, you can be the other. We got, what? Generational conflict, nudity, bank robbery, saving the beloved. Protagonist pulled back in. You're a nudity filmer. And this is drama. It's not an action movie, actually. You're established as dramatic. I think I'll give it to Jasper. We need a cop. And I think I probably want it to be Albert. We need a mentor. That can be Howard. Patriarchal figure. Tatsuya. Sorry, it's Tatsuya. At least that's the best I can get to the pronunciation. We're gonna stamp this, start it. We'll worry about pushing through on the nudity when it becomes a thing. Every morning, a boatload of female fans arrive at Forrest Jenkins' country house. He picks his favorite one, declares her his bride of the day, I'm sure you get the idea. The press hasn't printed any articles about the bridal bus tours yet, but the situation smells like a scandal. I mean, if we had sided with the police, if we had, you know, let him in, I don't know why I'm not able to hover over this. Normally you can hover over these names and they pop up, but it's his life. Paid in blood. Being released. Oh, we need to actually release some of our other films too. Friday Partner giving it 4 stars. Bone Grinder giving it 1. 4 stars. 3 stars. 2 stars. It's good, but we've done better. You can get one of these speed ups. I'm looking mostly for, I think, Jed Payne here to level up. We spent a good $1.5 million on advertising. 2.6 in total. It is currently July. So we're looking at August, September releases. I don't think there's any holidays there, right? Even if there's a storm tomorrow, why don't we throw this out there? For a poster, I'm looking at a hopeless romantic, adventure, science fiction. I'm guessing these Western elements is because there's a bandit, right? There's a bandit and maybe sheriff. But otherwise, modern American. I don't get how the posters get generated sometimes. That one looks modern American. I like the one on the right stylistically the best, but I don't know. Just felt weird to pick it. If I have Irvine printing for you, you can go here. The 25 1,000 screenings. Actually, what was we were doing? 24,000, 20,000, 16, 12. Apply that. We start 5 weeks early, run 4 weeks after. As for an advertising campaign, we're looking at boys, young boys, men, because not women. I'll grab, this is intelligent young, and then billboards. Because right now men are working more than women. As for your story elements, is there anything that you're gonna burn out? You're gonna burn out Hopeless Romantics. So I have the Storm and Search for the Black Cloak. Neither of them are Hopeless Romantic films. Amber Split. Oh. Excuse me. let's go ahead and start production. Get your security officer. You can use a second unit. Start production. Amber Spilt. I am thinking of the right movie. Yeah, this is the Amber Heart. This is, and it's paused. Limit the advertising budgets. Okay. And we've got to be the first to vote on it, and everyone's wanting to vote on it. Ugh. That's a nasty one. If this keeps happening, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, if we just have movies that exit pre-production, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't see any indicator. Arise again. Start your post-production. And what you're gonna do is literally just the fastest you can do. Even if it's days. Bobby, yeah, you can learn from this. I'm gonna give this to Alfred, however. I'm gonna start post-production. And yeah, especially if it hits our trash movies, that'll be terrible because it'll completely halt. So if this bug like continues, I don't know what I could do. Not higher. Yeah, sorry, this constantly hitting this bug is putting me on tilt. It's Homer. If I check all of these elements. Okay. Quality is not otherwise going to be affected by anything here, so the Wild West interiors. I mean, if we're already going to be spending so much time figuring it all out, I've got our soundstage and on-location shooting backwards. Let's go with that. Filming tech. We want the blue term vivid. Is it being caused? I've got a question. Not a question, a hypothetical. Is it being caused by our filming tech upgrading while the movie is in pre-production? So we've selected the filming tech. We move through pre-production. The filming tech gets upgraded because this filming tech got upgraded recently, last couple of videos. I don't know how long it's been in pre-production. Movies can last, depending on how much I actually get done in a video. Movies can get last in pre-production for a whole video. Okay, for our bandit, for our sheriff, Charlie, for our villain's right hand, Hazel. Same people, producers. This is supposed to be a good one, so I'll give Jack one of the producer slots, and I'll give Dewey here the other. We're gonna restamp this, restart it. and see if it breaks again. Yeah, we can sign another contract. Our banquet, our luxurious banquet, has ended. Let's apply another one. We have a writer ready to start. Oh, I'm save safety. Well, you might see me doing this a lot going forward here. Unfortunately, because the game's getting buggier. And to get through the trash elements, we're gonna have to just make sure that it doesn't break. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. Rise again, we're in the Wild West now. The Toxic Revengers facing a bandit. There's a sheriff. I like this bright green for the Toxic Avenger. No other reason. You're actually going to use this here. You're gonna get no more than 12,000 screenings. Dropping by 2s. Actually, I'm gonna stabilize it. 10,000. And maybe I'll give you 15 to start. For your advertising, again, nothing burger. So let's go Spark, Velvet Gloss, working, and radio. You're saying, I mean, it's trash. Well, I'm not worried. All I want is to get it out fast. That's it. That's my only concern with Arise Again. Because what we have to do now is story workshop. We can't yet do it until it actually releases. Film Studio Alliance. Limit Best Picture nominations. I really don't care about that so much. Either which way. Ban fine-filled contracts? We haven't even unlocked that and you're already banning it. What? Okay, there must have been an update or something because I'm seeing a lot of changes. One, people are asking more money, and now we've got a bunch of things rolling in. 20,000? That's nothing. We would basically be unable to advertise. I'm gonna vote no to the tune of 750. Because I see two other people. Well, okay, Gernstein is one of the big ones. Evergreen's the other big one. So they cancel out. So I'm seeing, yeah, I'm gonna vote down to the tune of 750. I have not seen any influence payments quite as large as that. This is why oftentimes I prevent updates, because wow, that's a radical change in what can happen. That I was not at all expecting. Bob Gray, you're asking for 3 year, you're gonna ask for 2.5 million? 1.5. Sure. So banning 5-year film contracts. I can abstain from this because Gernstein's gonna block it anyways, and I want it blocked. And then less limit best picture nominations. I gotta click confirm. I might genuinely just flat abstain purely to save our influence, and because I just don't. Yeah, I'm gonna abstain. Bernstein, oh, Evergreen just barely pushed it over the edge. Okay, paid in blood is 4,000 screenings. Let's give you actually eight, 6, and then sorry, that's supposed to be 4,000. Let's go with that spread because I've been noticing that week 5 bump, and Rise Again is releasing. We got to tick forward 1 day. I see that I accidentally left a film in pre-production for Kingdom Hearts. I mean, this is it's trash. It's trash. What are you expecting? Get 1 starred. We're still spending $1 million on advertising it though. Social rejection. Let's go ahead. Story workshop. Sequels. Arise Again. Okay. These are genuinely the actual characters. Dan 6 shot. Mr. Harger. And then Jane. There we go. There's some names. For our sequel name, Sludge in the Sun. Our protagonist remains Wayne. The bandit. Okay, we're gonna remove social rejection. We're gonna remove cursed deal. I'm looking for prison break. And let's add another supporting character. Let's give Wayne a love interest. And the protagonist, he got arrested last time. I'm looking for... Antagonist defeated, evil persists. I think we're gonna drop the horror. Sci-fi action comedy. We're still keeping it in the Wild West. Terry, you are an action writer. It'll take you 42 days to write this. Unreliable Contractor. Your artistic elements dropped significantly, but the general quality, the commercial quality... What is it called? Band quality. You're gonna get a second crew because you're gonna take a while otherwise. Let's start production on this. And let's start rolling. Social rejection is fresh again. Maybe we could have left it in. Distant organ sound, ready to start production. You can get a second crew. You need security, start production. Let us double check our security agents. You're hired. And then you're hired. Unreliable Contractor. Protagonist's uniform isn't regulation. He shoots from the hip. He doesn't shave his stubble. The producer grew up in a police family and is constantly whining to the crew that real cops don't act like this. Jasper will be annoyed, but we'll have a higher quality film, which I like. Distant organ sound. Yeah, no, again. I'm gonna... repeat your training. No, we can't afford it. We can't afford the influence right now. Not with the new... elements. I'm gonna finish this. You can, yeah, that's a tiny raise. The luxurious banquet's good. Let me hold another one. What I'm gonna do is say, also, this, you want to be rehired for 3 years. And you're gonna ask nothing. Yeah, less than $1 million. And you're an 8 star. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. So not everyone asking outrageous amounts. Well, not outrageous. The movie's making millions upon millions, asking for a few million. It's not that outrageous. But, you know, the fact that you're getting it all and the workers aren't, that's outrageous. Parent figure. Herbert, you found your ceiling of skill. Jed is upgraded. And what I'm gonna do, Martingale, you can go into post. Go ahead and take the best people and the best quality we all have. I'm gonna wait these 4 days out. Amber Split. Sorry. Amber Spilt. If I now send you into production, give you security and a second unit. Is it the things I'm giving a second unit to? I didn't give a second unit to... Did I give you a second unit? I know this episode's a little shorter than average, but I'm going to rewatch this, like, immediately and see... I mean, yeah, your second unit. If I turn off second unit, it doesn't fix you. Police raid, thank you. Exactly what I wanted. You're getting canceled. Like, I see nothing here indicating what is holding you up. So you're getting canceled. You're coming to renew your contract. Because, I'm guessing because... Is it because you were wanting to renew your contract right now? Did one of the guys in... Amber Spilt was one of the directors, one of the producers, I mean, on the previous iteration. Was one of them, like, they needed to renew their contract, so they hold up the entire thing to renew their contract? I don't know. As I was saying, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I mean, I say subscribe if you want to see more. If this bug is just systemic and like half of our movies end up having to go through pre-production multiple times, this might end up coming to a screeching halt, unfortunately. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to double check. I'm going to rewatch this video, see, because that was like how many times in a row? Fortunately, they're no longer glitching out, so the actors are no longer just perpetually like, I'm still working on this. I swear I have something I'm working on. You don't worry about it. Just pay me more money. Renew my contract when it comes up, and I'm going to keep working on this thing that 3 years ago you put into pre-production, post-production, or not post-production, production, and then canceled. I'm still working on that, right? Gotcha. But anyways, as I was saying, like, comment, subscribe, and we're definitely gonna get at least one more video so that I can see what's going on. And if I check not the Film Alliance. It's this that I want to click on. 2 out of 6. So I mean we need to square this up. I don't know if I've already done a trash film that got 1.5 million viewers. And we've probably, I mean, we've won enough Pollixes that we, at least some of our trash things, like, is the original actor for The Toxic Revenger, for Wayne, Pollux Award winning actor? Arise from the Sludge and Arise Again. So this is telling us how long ago it was. This is going to fall off. It's going to fall off relatively soon. Well, no. Well, yeah, no, it's going to fall off relatively soon. It's got another half a year. And we're not going to squeeze in 4 of these in half a year. But it looks like we might be able to do this now. With the writers being faster, with our tech. If I check our tech, guys, you're working on these, but it's gonna be a while before either of these get done. And our invention speed, it's gonna be a while. So if we can't do it with our current technology, it's going to be a while. But as I say, all that considerations for next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again.